afternoon, Jack Daniels at the Boxers Trainers Channel. Excuse me, Coach Jack Daniels at the Boxers Trainers Channel. And this was announced on a live podcast today, but something came up beyond my control, and I'm already starting a little late. So I'm going to um, apologize for the misinformation, but we'll be back on track tomorrow, live, live chat, and the whole 9 yards. And I think I should let y'all know that it is mind-boggling how much um, respect and how much admiration I have for those that subscribed to my podcast. I can't find the words to express how much that means to me, but it means a lot. And I I need y'all to continue to participate in the podcast, in the subscription area of things, and everything that's associated with bringing this podcast, the People's Podcast, up to fruition. Right now, dig this out. Dig this on me. Now, there's another guy. I'm not going to go off and mention his name that has a podcast also, right? And he's been on for about, I want to say, 13 years. So yesterday I had the opportunity to view his podcast, and I had some things to say to him in regards to the things that he said on his podcast to people that I concluded, and I told him thus far in his chat that he is beginning to sound silly. So he in turn turned around and said an array of negative things about me. First of all, I'm an older gentleman, right? And the school that I came from, as I'm quite sure the majority of y'all came from, is that you respect your elders, period. There is no getting around it. But this young man didn't get that memo. He didn't get that type of teaching when he was younger, obviously, because the things not only that he said to me was beyond the pale so far as it pertains to respect. So I'm not going to give up this dude's name, but I'm going to leave that to y'all to find out who he is, right? And when you do, holler, because it's kind of like you got people giving you their time by subscribing and listening to your podcast, and you in turn turn around and insult them. A lot of insulting things that this dude says to the audience, right? And I don't know if some people might like that type of negativity, but where I came from, that's a no, especially when it comes to your elder. Now, look, check this out. What happened yesterday? What's that? Oh, what happened? Excuse me. What happened yesterday is a, excuse me, people. It's something that I wanted to kind of like touch on today. You know what I mean? I think yesterday I mentioned the fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Frank the Bank Martin, right? Frank the Ghost, Frank the Bank. I like Frank the Bank because it sounds a little more sophisticated in the sense that that's the school that we came from, right? The slogan's about the money. Boxing is about the money. So Frank the Bank is the name that I came up with, right? But now, I mean, he is pretty elusive in the ring, right? To facilitate, excuse me, being called Frank Martin, Ghost Frank Martin, Frank the Ghost Martin, right? I mean, he is pretty elusive. So, I mean, pick and choose which one y'all want to use. I'm sticking with Frank the Bank Martin. You hear me? Anyway, look, what I wanted to elaborate on is after we did that podcast yesterday, it was noted that Gervonta Tank Davis said that he wanted to bet a $250K, and he was serious about the language that he chose to use to express how he wanted to bet $250K, that he was going to knock Frank to bank Martin out, I'm like, whoa. I don't know if that's a first for me in the boxing world or not. I just can't recall an instance where a boxer was that confident where he said that he was going to put up some monies uh, that he's going to knock person out. I've never heard that before, and like we keep getting back to my age, I'm pretty up there, right? And I've yet to have heard somebody other than Gervonta Take Davis say that he's willing to put up 250K. I think the bet was between those two, right? Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis, right? I think he offered. I think that he solicited Frank to make that bet. I am not certain, but I'm almost sure that that's what it was. But I'm gonna go back and check it out. But here is the case, right? Frank Martin is 25 years of age. He's 5'8" with a 78-inch arm reach. He's a southpaw, left hand. He has 18 wins, 12 by knockout, no stops, no losses, no draws. Right? He hasn't been in the he hasn't acquired a world title yet. He hasn't acquired, a world title to date, right? But there is a question mark in reference to whether he had a secondary championship belt, right? Not sure about that. I'm going to pursue that and get back with you on that. But the fact of it remains the same. Gervonta Tank Davis is 25. No, he's not 20. No. Excuse me. Frank the Bank Martin is 29 years of age. Scratch that, 25. Gervonta Take Davis is also 29 years of age. He's 5'6" with a 69-inch arm reach. He's a southpaw as well. He's 29 wins, 27 by knockout, 0 losses, 0 stops, and 0 draws. He is a 3-division world champion and now holds the WBA lightweight champion of the world. So that being said, I wanted to give the intro on that before I got off into the particulars involved in the statement. I mean, like I'm a little taken aback by such. Is it arrogance or the confidence? That is actually the question that we have to critique the behavior of Gervonta Take Davis. Right, Gervonta Take Davis say he know what he gonna do. He say I'm gonna knock that fool out. Right? No disrespect to Frank the Bank Martin. Right? But I'm just saying. Wait a minute. How did you? Well, I guess this is automatic. I'm on automatic lives. Gail Cole, salute, OG. I'm new to your channel. Hey, brother, I embrace you wholeheartedly, and I appreciate it. And you bring those that the friends and relatives to the channel. Look, it's just starting to crack, man. I'm gonna be cracking this whip up. And again, this is about boxing, right? This is about boxing and human nature. Period. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to talk about nobody. I ain't here to make allegations that are untrue. I'm here to bring up the old school boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's what this channel is about. Old school boxing, and to bring out or to attempt to bring out the good in humanity. You feel me? Yes, he is the 135 champ, Gil. Tank is the 135 WBA champ. He is, but I was actually speaking about Frank the Bank Martin, Gil. Anyway, now that we got that settled, oh man, I had no idea that I was alive. I don't know how that really happened. Where you at, bud? You feel it? Anyway, that's all right. That's all right. Because Gil Coles. I'm looking forward to you supporting this channel, and I'm looking to support I'm looking forward to you helping me push this good work, because that's what this channel is about on the real, right? I am going to I Gil Coles. I like this Tank versus Frank Martin. Hey, actually, it's a dang good fight, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's a dang good fight, right? And it ain't like, you know, hey, Gil. This is why I primarily brought that up about with Gervonta Tank Davis said when he said he's willing to put up $250,000 that he's going in that ring and knock Frank Martin out. I don't think it's going to be that easy, right? Because both of them dudes got a love for the sport, right? And in that sense, they kind of like, if they both have a tenacity to love the sport in the same realm, right? That puts them on a 50-50 plan to a large degree as far as my expertise are concerned. You feel me? Right? Most cases, there's a 50-50 fight because Tank has a mean power conglomeration going on with both hands. That's true. That's true. Yeah, they made a side bet, Cole. They made about the side bet 250K. They didn't make the side bet. Let me clarify that. No, Tank Davis came out and said he wanted to bet $250,000 that he was going to knock, bam, he was going to knock, bow, Frank Martin out. That's what he said. Now, I'm not so sure that he's going to be able to do that, right? You know, like from a boxer's perspective, me being that boxer, right? When a person, before a fight, there's a lot of trash talking going on. You feel me? So both now, normally, you know what I'm saying, when you talk to somebody, I mean, that's a part of human nature, right? In life, right? If you have a conversation with somebody and they discussing how they gonna do this and that to you, right? That, you know what I'm saying, it becomes very, very challenging to the person that's being said to, right? That's the same thing with a boxer. For a boxer that loves a sport like we do, you know what I'm saying, right? That's a lot of ammunition to take into the ring when a person has said certain things to you that are basically insulting in nature. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of like, I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna work hard. You know what I'm saying? That pushes a person to another level, right? So it already appears to me that both of these guys want to win. You know what I'm saying? But for Tank to jab Frank Martin in the real, when I'll bet $250,000 and I'm gonna knock your butt out. I don't know if I would want to do that. You know, you heard me. I do not know if I would want to do that. What about you, Gil? I mean, okay, that's a pretty good assessment, Gil. Gil said he got tanked by late stoppage or decision. Now that is a good position to take, right? But the only thing that is detriment to that statement is Frank the Bank Martin don't feel the same way, Gil. He don't feel the same way. Now I know those are just feelings on Frank's part, right? But like I said, Gervonta Tank Davis, right, is actually giving Frank the Bank more psychological desire to work out harder and to go in the ring and knock Gervonta Tank Davis out. That's what that's all about when it comes to the psychological aspect of boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? To get all the necessary energy and all the necessary strength to be capable of sustaining the 12 rights, the stopping the decision. That's what that's about. Hey, I like Gil's assessment. Frankly, Gil is a level of boxing. Gil said, "I think Frank can survive into the late round. Frank got dog. He got dog in him, man. And that's what it takes. That's man. Look, check this out. Check this out, man. Check this out, Gil. Check this out, y'all in the chat. Check this out, y'all in the world. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. I started a little late, brother, and I made an announcement that this wasn't gonna be a live chat, but somehow, you know what I'm saying? Y'all did some hocus pocus on me, and the chat opened up live, and hey, look. Hey, what can I say? You know what I'm saying? This is what this is about anyway, about the live chat. Shout out to Bud's Boxing. Good afternoon, Coach. Hey, brother, how you doing? Good looking out, Bud. I hope your day was well. Hey, check this out before I go any further. I went fishing earlier. That's why I kind of got off the beaten path, right? I went fishing earlier, and I did post that on the intro on the short, right? I did give a picture of the string of fish that I caught, right? Actually, I caught three big ones, and a guy gave me a couple of them, right? Because he only caught a couple of them. Right? It was two of them. It wouldn't be enough to make a meal, in my humble assessment, right? But anyway, I said that to say this: that in life, right? This goes to the audience, you know what I'm saying? And I hope they'll take something away from this, right? Life deals all of us a lot of misfortunes, you know what I'm saying? In one way or other, life is full of misfortunes, especially for the people, the Black people, right? So that being the case, we already acknowledge that, right? In my opinion, we need to find remedies for not allowing that to have a psychological impact on us to the degree where we close down and we don't enjoy life. You feel me? So I mention that because fishing is a thing that I do to relax myself when I want to get away from the hustle and bustle of life. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good alternative. So I'm inviting y'all to go fishing sometime, man. Check out them fish that I caught on, I put on that on the shore. Y'all check that out, man, because that was I wasn't playing back to boxing. I'm at work, babe. What? The wife's knocking at the door. What? Come on. Come on. Huh? Okay. Anyway, that's the wife in a way. Anyway, let's see what fresh water, brothers. Fresh water. I caught 3 black bass, and one of them was like, I want to say 7 pounds. That sucker was heavy, man. Yeah, I caught 3. Actually, I caught 3 black bass, nice size. You know what I mean? And that's what held me up because I filleted them. You know what I mean? I butchered them up and put them in the freezer. Yeah, but don't let your dad have all the fun, man. Get your butt out there and see how peaceful it is to be in there. Your dad ain't going out there for nothing, bud. I mean, don't get it twisted, right? There is a significant amount of goodness in the mindset where you're in an atmosphere where, especially if you're by yourself, you know what I'm saying? When you're with somebody, you got to have conversation. But if you're by yourself, I'm not saying that that's not a good thing. Also, the fact that you're getting away from life's particulars, right, on the bank or in a boat, right, it says a lot, right? Fishing creates good character. You feel me? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, try it. You never know what you're missing unless you try. You feel me? Look, y'all, I love you, Bud, Gil. I love y'all, and I gotta get something done. I'm working on this internet stuff, and I got to get busy. But tomorrow, live earlier, and you in Florida, Gil? Hey, Gil, I'm telling you, don't be bogged down with all the frustrations of life. Get you a fishing pole, some worms or some minnows. But yeah, that go for all y'all and go fishing. With that, hit the subscription button. Share my video with your friends and family. And drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about Gervonta Tank Davis and that ridiculous statement. That was ridiculous to me. With that, I'm gone, y'all. I am really having fun with this now.